bill. That is what my presentation is all about. There's a lot of details here, I won't go into it, but especially in the press, you might have seen the recent past, this area has attracted a lot of attention. This is about employment of foreigners who are not duly authorized. For example, do not have many penalties have been included. I will just talk about one of them, which is now the penalty can be as much as 50% of a company's tax liabilities. First one has limited relevance, I won't talk about that. Second one again is a proposal that the Metropolitan Chamber, along with other trade bodies of course, have been suggesting and requesting, and we must congratulate the government. And last year also it was increased by 100,000. So the government is being quite accommodating and generous in this area. Yes, this is an interesting one. It's a catch-all clause. Tax holiday, number of new sectors have been included under the definition of industrial undertaking. As you can see, bicycle manufacturing, automobile manufacturing, tunnel kiln and tire manufacturing. So now government has introduced this section by saying if anything is not covered in specific, then it's 10%. So in other words, you cannot procure any service without withholding at least a minimum of 10% income tax. Most of these, as I said, are all new changes. This section has made a lot more specific. I won't get into the detail. Just the fourth one here I will highlight. So unless some specific amendment is made, it means yes, there is no withholding tax, but potentially there is capital gains on 15%. This has already been touched on by Dr. Ahsan Masood, especially the private university and private medical and engineering college, where most employers feel there is a dearth of skills in this country. We have now added VAT to these sectors. Of course, these institutions will probably not bear this VAT, they'll just pass it on to the students. This is an unfortunate proposal made in this finance bill. Exempted service, as I said, private university and private medical colleges are now no longer exempt. They're also subject to VAT. I won't talk about that. Essential areas. Just to close, as has already been said, you all know, new VAT law comes into effect from 1st of July 2016. That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Adib Khan. Your presentation is very. Mr. Azizul Islam has to leave for another engagement, so I would now like him to make his remarks, but would request him to keep it succinct.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Well, I have to compliment the presenters for two very comprehensive presentation of high quality. I will try to limit myself to selected macroeconomic dimensions of the FY16 budget.